Hi. In this quick start video, we will look at one of the important namespaces included in the .NET API for AutoCAD. So the .NET API contains various namespaces, and one of the more important one is the Autodesk.Autocad.DatabaseServices namespace, because it contains classes that allow us to create and modify entities, both graphical and non-graphical entities within the drawing. In short, it provides access to the AutoCAD drawing database and its resources. And within this namespace, we have three important classes, the ones which are used more often than the others. Let's take a look at them. The first one is the database class, which represents the drawing database containing entities, layers, blocks, etc. The methods and properties contained in this class allow us to access and modify the drawing's contents. For example, we can add or remove entities such as lines, circles, etc., create and manage layers, blocks, and so much more. Next is the entity class, which serves as the base class for all graphical objects in the drawing, such as lines, circles, etc. And the methods and properties contained within this class allow us to access and modify the entity properties and perform geometric calculations, manipulations, and so much more. Finally, we have the block table and the block table record class, which are, and both of these classes are interrelated. So the block table is essentially a table containing a collection of records, and each of these record is represented as a block table record. So the block table record represents an individual entry, which is in this case a block definition in the block table. So overall, the block table contains information about all the block definitions in the drawing, and the block table class contains methods and properties to add, remove, or retrieve records by name or ID, and we can also iterate through each of these records in a loop, and we can do a lot more than that as well. Coming back to the final one, which is the block table record class. This class contains methods and properties which allow us to access and modify the properties of each record, such as line type, color, name, etc. So these are a few examples of the things we can do when we include the Autodesk AutoCAD database services namespace and get access to all these classes and their methods and properties. Now it's important to remember that these namespaces are contained within these DLL files and organized according to their functionality. So whenever you're developing plugins for AutoCAD, you need to reference these three DLL files, otherwise known as libraries or assemblies, to your VS Code project. That's all for this video. Awesome.